Laurie Rader Day. Laurie will be presenting the Edgar for the best critical biographical work.
I was the chair of this committee. I do not write this kind of thing. I'm in awe of it. The biocritical category it's just amazing. These books can be the work of a lifetime, and they take seriously the books that the rest of us write. It was an honor for our committee to read all the submissions, so many deserving of recognition. The nominees are From Holmes to Sherlock, the story of the men and women who created an icon by Matthias Bostrom, Grove Atlantic, The Mysterious Press. Manderley Forever, a biography of Daphne du Maurier by Tatiana de Rosnay, St. Martin's Press. Murder in the Closet, Essays on Queer Clues in Crime Fiction Before Stonewall by Curtis Evans, McFarland Publishing. Chester B. Himes, a biography by Lawrence P. Jackson, W.W. Norton and Company. And Arthur and Sherlock, Conan Doyle and the Creation of Holmes by Michael Sims, Bloomsbury, USA. I know who the winner is. I was the chair of the committee. Oh, good, they got it right. The winner of Best Critical Biographical is Chester B. Himes, a biography by Lawrence P. Jackson. And I believe Professor Jackson's agent is here somewhere. Ah, there she is. Excellent.
It's a little nerve-wracking up here. My name is Regina Brooks, and I have known Larry Jackson, who has been my client for almost 15 years. And I'd like to thank the Mystery Writers of America's leadership and staff, and the judges and the team at W.W. Norton. And it's my honor to share the words of Lawrence Jackson, my author and my friend. He's not able to be here today, but he wanted to say, I would like to say thank you for this award on behalf of Chester Himes, who spent most of his career in the shadow of racial persecution, which he understood on a very visceral level as fear. Himes began writing detective fiction in the fall of 1956 to stay alive in Paris, where he fled to stay alive after escaping the United States. Last week, when I prepared addresses for college audiences in New York and Washington, D.C., I realized that even in the 15-year journey to research and write this book on his life, I had not even begun to tap the deep resources of his detective fiction, for which he is considered a worthy subject for consideration for the Edgar. At the end of his life, Himes started to realize that his detective works were meaningful art. In my book, I took him mainly at his word and attempted to frame his writing in the international context of his life. But this spring, I have started thinking about Billie Holiday's life and music in a serious way. I see in three of Chester Himes' best fiction, A Rage in Harlem, The Heat's On, and Cotton Comes to Harlem, very nearly an ode to the extraordinary life and legacy of Holiday, one that I simply had never noticed with such clarity before. That is, of course, the mark of stupendous and perspicacious literary achievement, fiction that renews our sense of wonder with every fresh kernel of wisdom that we take our rereading. While I cannot be there with you tonight, an occasion which I hope brings significant and cascading merriment, of which I would most certainly faithfully partake. Today, my classes are visiting the archives of Maryland Historical Society. I am honored to receive the kind solicitation of the Edgar Award.